Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian Brewer here. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for checking me out. Once again, my name is Brian Brewer. I've been an internet marketer since 2012. I did so out of necessity. At the time, I was a broke waiter living in San Diego with a newborn baby, high rent, and a wife who was a stay-at-home mom. While all of those things were blessings, I did not have as much money as I felt like I needed, and I certainly did not have as much time as I felt like I wanted. Now, over the years, I've done so many different things as far as internet marketing goes and making money online. I am not going into all of them. One thing I do want to go into today is I want to talk about Shopify dropshipping, and most specifically, what happens if you've tried Shopify dropshipping and you've failed at Shopify dropshipping. And the reason is I have another YouTube channel. Some of you may be familiar with it. It's Madcam Publishing. I'll go ahead and link it below if you want to check it out. Madcam Publishing was started in 2016, the YouTube channel that is, in order to teach Shopify dropshipping and e-commerce marketing in general. Now, once again, remember, I started this in 2016. Since then, over 50,000 people have gone through my free Shopify dropshipping course. That is because it was the best free course available. Now, since 50,000 people have gone through my course, I've learned a thing or two, and that's what I'm going to talk about here today. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to give you an opportunity to enroll in my newest free course that's going to teach you the way I currently make money online. Because while I did do dropshipping in 2016, I also stopped doing dropshipping in 2016. And the truth of the matter is, unfortunately, that was the heyday. Facebook ads were much, much cheaper. And I'm not saying you can't still be successful with it this day and age. I'm just saying it is getting more difficult every year. And that's the point I want to bring up in this video. If you've been struggling with Shopify dropshipping for over a year now or over 6 months now, and you are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, I urge you to continue trying because you don't want to give up. Sometimes the last 10% is going to be as hard or harder than the first 90%. But the point is, if it's just simply not working for you, there's no harm in potentially looking at other opportunities, because there are 101 different ways to make money online. And the fact of the matter is, the e-commerce model that so many are teaching and learning and implementing is only getting more difficult, not just due to competition, but the increased ad cost as well. So what I'm going to talk about today is perhaps shifting a little bit. And I want to tell you about how I continue to make money online. The easiest way to make money online, in my opinion. It does take a little bit more groundwork up front. It does have a few more intricacies, but in the long run, it ends up providing me with the time, freedom, and secure income that I desire. Now, the other cool thing about this is, unlike Shopify dropshipping or e-commerce, where you're relying heavily on advertising, which is only getting more expensive, the model I'm going to talk about to you today, or with you today, actually gets easier the longer you do it. The reason is I'm talking about building a brand, building a following, and building an audience. Because once you have the brand, the following, and the audience, it just comes down to simply finding products for your audience to buy. Because the biggest misconception out there is that people don't want to spend their money, and that's totally untrue. The actual fact of the matter is people want to spend money on things that will benefit them. They just hate being ripped off. So if you can have your audience and then have the ability to provide your audience with products that bring value to their life, then my friend, you are going to be set. Because the way the internet works is, once you have a following, you can then cross-promote on different platforms, different opportunities, and your following actually grows exponentially. So what I'm talking about, once again, is building your brand. And what you're really doing is you're building an influence. You're becoming an influencer. You're going out onto the internet and building your web of influence. And what this web of influence does is it allows you to cast a big net out into the sea and funnel traffic down to your offers. Now, I know this might seem a little bit confusing. That's why I mentioned earlier I have a new free training It's at Influencer Training Academy, and I invite you to come and join it right now. There's going to be a link in the description. And once again, it's a totally free course. And what this is going to teach you is how you can actually create content, just like I'm doing right now, in a niche that I'm passionate about and have knowledge in, making money online. And then put that content out, leverage it in a very specific way against a multitude of platforms, and actually create a business that grows exponentially passively and provides that security and time freedom that you actually desire. And of course, you actually deserve. So if you're curious about this, if you're willing to think about doing what actually works, go ahead and click the link in the description below and come over and check out the free training. You can get started for free at Influencer Training Academy. But I want you to think about it a second before you go. Think about all the e-commerce gurus you looked at over the past year of your struggles, or however long it's been. Or think about all the other gurus you've listened to. Maybe you started a social media marketing agency that didn't quite work out. Whatever it is that you started and didn't quite work out, I want you to think about the person that was showing you what to do. What were they doing? Were they actually implementing the steps that they told you? Were they actually doing what they teach you? No, they were out there establishing their personal brand. They were out there growing their audience. Okay? Does that make sense? It sure does. So that's what I'm inviting you to do. I'm inviting you to come and learn how to do what I'm actually doing right now. I'm inviting you to come and learn how to do what all the other gurus are actually doing right now. And I'm offering to show you how to do it for free. What you are going to learn how to do is create your web of influence using my ABC traffic funnel. You're going to be able to build your brand, establish your web of influence, and actually create a following and a brand around your passion, which you can monetize in any number of ways that you can possibly imagine. Remember, it's easier to have the audience and then find products for your audience than it is to have a product and then find an audience to buy it. I hope that makes sense. Click the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this content, and we'll see you soon.